Good morning and thank you for joining us for Focus on South Texas. There are a few days left to visit the San Antonio Zoo, all decked out for the holidays. And there are other ways to see critters and creatures from all across the globe. And here to tell us more is Vice President of Marketing, Hope Roth, and Animal Ambassador team member, Christine Behringer with Colby Jack. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having us.
Well, first off, Christine, tell us about Colby Jack.
Well, Colby Jack is a ball python and he is a part of our animal ambassador team. So ambassador animals, I mean, think about what is the job of an ambassador, right? They're going to go out, they're going to travel, they're going to learn about new things, teach about their culture. And that's exactly what we are doing with our ambassador animals, that we want them to be ambassadors for their species so that we can all learn more about the animals that are all across the globe and find those ways that we can help them and find ways to coexist with them. So he is a part of our team that comes out to visit different areas and do different programs around the zoo, like our daily animal ambassador encounters, so that people can come and get an up-close personal experience with our amazing animals.
And I'm sure he just loves being a part of all the fun. And speaking of fun, Hope Zoo Lights is going on now until January 4th. So tell us what visitors can expect this year.
Absolutely. Kids are still out of school, so parents are looking for something fun to do, right? Everybody needs to get out of the house. Zoo Lights, powered by CPS Energy, is the absolute perfect thing. And even though Santa has already gone back to the North Pole, we still have fire pits. You can roast s'mores. There's so many fun adult beverages, like the mistletoe margarita is a fan favorite. And a lot of people don't realize one of the most fun things is when they go, I didn't know that you had adult beverages. I didn't know the food was so fabulous here. And truly, if you haven't been to the zoo in the last 10 years, it is not the zoo you remember coming to. And it's wonderful opportunity to come out, walk around the weather, enjoy the lights, and be with your family or be with your significant other, or maybe you just need a little time to yourself.
There you go. I love it. And I also hear that there is a special way to bring in the new year at the zoo. This is so exciting. What makes New Year's Eve at the Ralston unique?
So the Ralston itself, it is our brand new event center that we just opened the end here of 2025, and it is spectacular. It is so beautiful, and you can host inside your wedding, your gala, your quinceanera, and with a dance floor and a DJ, you could fill 500 people. So it is significant in size, and the beautiful terrace overlooking the new Congo Falls gorilla habitat, but also an unobstructed view of the downtown city skyline. So what better place than at the Ralston to watch all the fireworks for New Year's Eve? And we are selling tickets to the first ever Ralston New Year's Eve event, and it's all inclusive. So you buy one ticket and it comes with all of your food, and the options are upscale and fabulous. It also comes with your drinks included, including the bar, and there's going to be live music, and then of course the big grand finale. You'll see all the multiple fireworks shows that are happening all over San Antonio from the Ralston.
Wow, you'll definitely get that view. And, you know, there's so much going on at the zoo. You mentioned Congo Falls. That is officially open to the public. Tell us about this newest exhibit. So many people have been talking about it. So exciting. So tell us about what visitors can experience.
Yes, we are so proud, and I feel like San Antonio as a city and the South Texas region is so proud. It has been 35 years since gorillas have been at San Antonio Zoo. So it's needless to say, people were really excited about it opening. And we have 7 western lowland gorillas that call San Antonio Zoo's Congo Falls home. There are 3 distinct, unique habitats inside Congo Falls. It is 2 acres. So it is very huge, very large. And our lowland basin, where you can walk into the entrance, you can go up, you can walk through a trailhead, you can look down over the gorillas, and then we have a 30-foot waterfall, the Will Smith Foundation Infinity Falls, stunning, and the gorilla love to play in the water, and you can see that. And then you've probably seen, as you were driving up and down 281, a giant tower that was being built. That is our 70-plus foot Mays family silverback peak. And truly, the gorillas can climb up that tower inside, and at the very top, it has the glass. And so if you're having your event at the Ralston, you might have gorillas also watching you at the event as you're watching the gorillas at your event. There's so many one-of-a-kind, only in the world, and that Mays family silverback peak is the tallest gorilla tower in the world, by more than double. So when they were designing it, I love to say, they said, well, how big is the tallest gorilla tower? Well, we're in Texas, so we're going to double it. And everything's bigger in Texas.
Everything's bigger in Texas. I love it. And, you know, the zoo, yes, you get that family experience, so enriching. And Christine, I know that conservation and education are key components of the San Antonio Zoo. You know, it's about that education, which I absolutely love. Tell us how animal ambassadors like Colby Jack bring awareness to conservation and education and help families learn.
Absolutely. And that is, I mean, that's exactly what our purpose for all of this is. There's a lot of conservation projects that happen behind the scenes that you don't always get to see. Our conservation team is working on breeding and releasing Texas horned lizards. Our herpetology team is breeding Puerto Rican crested toads. But because those are animals that are trying to go back out into the wild, you don't always get to see them. They're not supposed to get used to being around people. And so what I love about being on the ambassador animal team is that we get to take the animals, like Colby here, that they're very comfortable coming out around people so that we can tell those stories. And our mission is to help every single guest learn how to love, engage with, act for, and protect wildlife and the places that they live, because snakes may not be your favorite animal, and that's okay. And if I say, I want you to love Colby Jack, you might say, no, thank you. But we can still learn more about them and find the ways that we can help them out. So we've got a lot of different snake species here in Texas, and if you see one, just let it be. Say, hi, snake, how's it going? And then keep your distance. Let them be, because they're out there eating mice, eating rats, really controlling those rodent populations for us. And if we can just let them be and coexist, they're gonna give us all of that free pest control, like all natural, chemical free, like you can't beat it, right? And all we gotta do is let them be. But until somebody tells you more about snakes, you might, I mean, when I was a kid, I was not the one going out and picking up snakes. Like, this is something that for me, I learned more about them and then started getting more comfortable with them. And so I love that now I understand if you're a person who is watching this and like, I could never hold a snake. I thought I was a person who could never hold a snake. And I remember visiting a zoo, visiting somebody with a job like mine and getting to see a snake and learning more about them. And now that's what I get to do. And I think it's wonderful. And it's just all about trying to find those moments of connection. Maybe I'm never going to convince you to like snakes, but maybe you're going to learn something new about the gorillas. Maybe you're going to learn something new about the giraffe. Maybe it's going to be, you know, the flamingos, whatever that favorite animal, just that spark that gets you excited so that you want to learn more. And then as you learn more, you want to do more. And that all feeds into that conservation effort that, you know, one thing that you do by yourself may not seem like a whole lot, but San Antonio Zoo has over 1 million visitors each year. If each person did one thing, that's 1 million things that have now happened. And that just adds up. And before you know it, we're seeing our vision of securing a future for wildlife for their sake, for our sake, for everyone to enjoy. And it's such a privilege to be a part of that whole process.
I love it. And viewers can stay up to date with all that the San Antonio Zoo is doing. You have a fabulous website and, of course, social media, right, Hope?
Don't miss us on social media, because that's where all the fun gorilla videos are going to be.
All right, there you go. Well, Hope, Christine, and Colby Jack, thank you so much for joining us.